Good morning. I just woke up. It's 4:30 a.m. And the reason I'm on the video is because it's like best time to do content when everyone is still asleep in my house. No matter what time I go to bed, whether it's 11 or 8 o'clock at night, my body just needs very little amount of sleep. And nothing's wrong with that. I used to try to force myself to sleep more and sleep in on the weekends too. But my body just rejects it. So why force myself to sleep more when my body just says, nope, you don't need any more. So I learned to just wake up when my eyes just opens. So that's healthy. That's not a bad thing. I tried to fight it. I tried to say, oh, I want to sleep in longer like everybody else sleeps. 7 or 8, 9 hours of sleep. Why can't I? But I don't need it. So what I'm trying to say is don't force yourself to sleep more than what your body is allowing you to. Listen to your body. It's just like overeating. Like we go to a restaurant or even at home, like things that we eat, it tastes so good and you're full, but you keep eating anyway just because it tastes so good. And then afterwards, what happens? You suffer. You end up suffering. You're just so full, you almost feel like to the point where you're like, oh man, you can't move, you feel like throwing up or whatever it is. So everything is meant to be. So I have learned to not fight my body when I only had, I went to bed at 11 last night and I set my alarm clock for 3 and my alarm went off. And then I turned it off just to see if my body needs extra hour of sleep or not. So sure enough, I got up at 4:30. So my natural clock usually anywhere between 4 and 4:30. But I set alarm. That's only 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 hours of sleep when my alarm was set at 3 a.m. But I turned it off and then around about 4:30 right now, and my eyes just wide open. So don't overdo it. Everything has to be in moderations. Oversleeping, overeating, over-exercising, anything that you do, everything has to be in moderations. And also, I do things backwards too, which is fine with me. Some people say, no, you have to do, these things first. Like, you gotta do that before you do this and before you do that. Yeah, certain things in life, like when doing a project, for example, like we've been doing a project and replacing from carpet to wood floors. And I'm sure you heard about this project for last few videos. But for example, that has to be in order. In other words, they have to rip the carpet out. And then they have to replace with wood. And then they have to put the baseboards. And then we have to tape it because baseboard has to be painted. So those specific projects like that has to be in order. But for me, for my life, daily routine, for example, I get up, I go to the bathroom, empty my bladder, and then I take a bath. Some people can't function without drinking a cup of coffee or jug of coffee or whatever it might be. But me, coffee is how I wake up by taking a bath. So I take a bath to wake me up, to rejuvenate and, feel refreshed instead of drinking caffeine into my body. And then, so I'm not gonna show you everything that I do, daily routine, because it would take 24 hours. But I may talk about it.